The metaverse is about to undergo the biggest transformation we've ever seen. Artificial intelligence is now generating over 70% of all virtual world content, completely changing how we experience digital reality.
That's fascinating and a bit mind blowing when you think about it. How exactly is generative AI reshaping these virtual spaces?
Well, imagine walking through a virtual city where every building, character, and interaction is being created in real time by AI. The technology behind this uses something called GANs, Generative Adversarial Networks, where two AI systems essentially compete to create increasingly realistic content.
So it's like having a digital artist and critic working together? How does that actually play out in practice?
Exactly. One AI generates the content, while the other evaluates how realistic it looks. But here's what's really interesting. In recent tests, human observers could only identify AI generated content about 52% of the time, which is barely better than random chance.
Hmm, that raises some interesting questions about authenticity in virtual spaces. What safeguards are being put in place?
That's where Web3 technologies come in. They're implementing blockchain based verification systems that can track the origin of every piece of content. But let me tell you about something even more exciting: the architectural applications. We're seeing AI generate complex building designs in seconds that would take human architects weeks to create.
Oh, wow. How are architects responding to this technology?
Surprisingly well. According to recent surveys, about 78% of architects see AI as a collaborative tool rather than a threat. They're using it to generate multiple design variations and test different materials instantly. I recently saw a demonstration where an AI created 50 different versions of a skyscraper, each optimized for different environmental conditions.
That's incredible. But what about the human element in all of this? How does AI handle the more nuanced aspects of interaction?
That's where natural language processing comes in. The latest systems can understand and respond to emotional cues with about 93% accuracy. For example, in gaming environments, NPCs now adjust their behavior based on players' emotional states. They can recognize frustration, excitement, or confusion and respond appropriately.
Speaking of gaming, I've heard some fascinating things about how this is changing multiplayer experiences.
Oh, you're going to love this. In recent tests, players spent 40% more time interacting with AI powered NPCs compared to traditional scripted characters. The AI can generate unique storylines, remember past interactions, and even create personalized quests based on player preferences.
That's remarkable. What about the language barriers in these global virtual spaces?
Well, here's something amazing. Current AI translation systems can handle over 95 languages in real time, with accuracy rates above 95% for major languages. This means people from different countries can interact naturally, each speaking their native language, while the AI handles translation instantly.
These capabilities seem almost unlimited. What are some of the most unexpected applications you've seen?
One of the most fascinating uses I've seen is in education: virtual classrooms, where AI generates historical figures that can engage in deep conversations with students. Imagine discussing philosophy with a virtual Socrates, who can actually understand and respond to modern contexts. The educational impact has been significant. Studies show a 35% improvement in student engagement when using these AI powered historical interactions.
That's fascinating. But don't you think there might be some potential downsides we need to consider?
Absolutely right to bring that up. The biggest concern right now is data privacy. About 67% of users express concerns about how their interaction data is being used. Companies are responding by implementing zero knowledge proofs and other advanced cryptographic techniques to protect user privacy.
How do you see this technology evolving over the next few years?
Based on current trends, we're looking at a 300% increase in AI generated content capability by 2025. But here's what's really exciting: the focus is shifting toward creating more personalized experiences. AI systems are starting to understand individual user preferences so well that they can predict and generate content that resonates on a personal level.
That's quite a future to look forward to. What should we be watching for as these technologies develop?
The key areas to watch are the integration of haptic feedback, allowing us to actually feel virtual objects, and the development of more sophisticated emotional AI. Recent research suggests we're only about 2 years away from AI systems that can generate emotional responses indistinguishable from human ones. But remember, the goal isn't to replace human creativity, it's to enhance it. The most successful implementations will be those that find the right balance between AI capability and human input.
That really puts things in perspective. It seems like we're truly at the beginning of a new era in human computer interaction.
You know what? We really are. And the most exciting part is that we're just scratching the surface. The combination of generative AI and the metaverse isn't just changing how we create and interact with digital content. It's fundamentally reshaping our understanding of what's possible in virtual spaces. The future is looking incredibly promising, and we're all going to be part of this amazing transformation.